All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed here for you. First one right off the bat from Ford Authority. Ford benchmarking the 2024 Nissan, or I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of videos today. Ford benchmarking the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser First Edition. What this means basically is they are interested in basically stripping this thing apart, seeing how it works and what it is. Okay, all companies benchmark each other. They buy vehicles from each other constantly, and then they basically analyze them. I would too, wouldn't you, if you had it? I mean, that's the way it works. That's what you do. And Ford just bought a new first edition Land Cruiser, and they are going to dive into it and see what they can find, what they like, what they don't like, possibly meaning that they will use this kind of technology and interested in the hybrid systems to use in their upcoming hybrid vehicles. We know that the Bronco's coming out with a hybrid pretty soon. We know a lot of vehicles. Ford's focusing and shifting attention from the EV division and focusing more on hybrids, just like Toyota has done. Toyota does hybrids better than many other companies do. So it's only natural they're going to do this, but they're going to dive into it, and they are going to rip it apart, see what it's all about, see how it works, and see what they do and don't want to try to copy, steal, or modify, or change, or do differently from it. So very common, very new to, or very normal thing to see happening, but it is happening. Next one on our thing right here, Stellantis says they are not for sale. Chrysler and Dodge are not for sale. But, you know, they bring it on themselves, and they really did. It says their brands aren't for sale, won't axe anything for at least 10 years, okay? Oh, the hypocrisy here. Stellantis says their brands are not for sale, won't axe anything for at least 10 years. Wasn't it just recently, I mean, how many news feeds? I've done a couple news feeds where Tavares has said they'll threaten, they threatened to axe underperforming brands, but the company tried to walk that back by saying they're committed to their entire portfolio of 14 powerful, iconic brands. Yeah, Chrysler's got one car and Dodge has got one car left for 2025. But apparently, and Carlos has even said, if they don't produce and they're not profitable, we're going to get rid of them. If they can't carry their weight, they're gone. The only person in the entire Stellantis family that's not carrying his weight is Carlos Tavares. He's the only one that's not carrying it. But anyway, so he has decided in here and said that commitment isn't open-ended, as the brands only have 10 years to prove themselves. So where a week ago he was like, I got to go to Michigan and get all these plants in order because we can't tolerate this. And any brand that's not carrying their weight is going to be gone. Now it says, well, they'll be gone after 10 years. They got 10 years to prove themselves. They can't do it in 10 years, then they'll be gone. Tavares won't be here in 10 years. He's not going to be in this business in 10 years. He won't even be at Stellantis in 10 years. It's such a joke with these companies. But anyway, Stellantis can't stop shooting themselves in the foot as they seem bound and determined to make one mistake after another. The latest mess follows a dismal second quarter, which prompted Tavares to say they would shut down brands that don't make money, like we were just talking about. This immediately backfired with rampant speculation about which brands would get the axe. Okay, we were doing the same thing, wondering, was it Maserati? Okay, with the negative there, could it be Chrysler, DS, Lancia, Vauxhall, whatever these other ones are? I don't even know this stuff. But Stellantis Financials gave them a black eye and decided to punch themselves in the face to have two. Okay, they defeated their own purpose here. The interesting strategy and the fallout continues as Stellantis has been forced to walk back their threat once again, this time focusing on Chrysler and Dodge as the automaker received interest in North American brands from a prospective buyer. Okay, this grandson of Chrysler wanted to buy Chrysler back and Dodge. We talked about that in other videos. However, the company said they're committed to their entire portfolio of 14 powerful, iconic brands. In other words, he's peeing down your back and telling you it's raining, okay? That commitment isn't open-ended. He said 10-year time frame for them to build a profitable or sustainability business. 10 years? How about one? How about two, maybe? I mean, are you seriously trying to tell me that the only two vehicles that are there for Ram and Chrysler are all you have in a lineup? There's not new stuff coming out that you can't get out there right now and start making these brands better? There's not things that you can do? You're saying you're giving them 10 years to get their crap in order? Well, we're not giving you 10 years. to get your crap in order. Okay, the people are speaking. They're fed up with you already. Tavares, they're done with you. They're fed up with your BS here. It says if that wasn't bad enough, Stellantis created uncertainty about the future of its brands. While they tried to downplay once again today, consumers could turn on brands that they believe might be killed off in the near future. Okay, let that sink in. If that wasn't, read that again, okay? Because this writing here kind of sucks how they wrote it, but or how I'm reading it. If that wasn't bad enough, Stellantis has created uncertainty about the future of its brands. Okay, that's huge. While they try to downplay once again today, consumers could turn on brands they believe will be killed off in the near future. People don't want to buy from Dodge or Chrysler if they know that it might be up for sale, or that Stellantis can't get it right, or even in 10 years that if they don't make any money, they're gone. Okay, they don't want to deal with this. They're done with it. Tavares sucks. It's Stellantis. Stellantis sucks at automotive. These two brands are horrible. Just somebody, please, find a way to make Ram and Jeep separate from these guys and get away from this garbage. So annoying. So, want to hear something else that's really annoying? This one tops the list. Here it is. So remember how GM got in trouble? Okay, right here. GM Motors faced major backlash because some of its customers unknowingly signed up for a service that resulted in their data being shared with their insurance companies, leading to increased premiums. Okay, well, Ford quickly made it clear that it isn't sharing other customers' data without consent. Okay, therefore, privacy concerns remain a hot topic in today's world, particularly as modern vehicles continue to gather large amounts of personal data. Now a report indicates that Ford is requiring at least some customers who finance or lease your vehicle to leave GPS tracking on too. The headline, Ford requiring mandatory GPS tracking for financed cars. This is a scam loophole to make you have to leave it on. All cars are going to be financed, okay? According to the dealer bulletin, right here, according to the dealer bulletin seen by Cars Direct, Ford and Lincoln recently added new data sharing addendum to a number of retail and lease contracts. Customers are required to opt in. Customers are required to opt in, after which Ford Credit and Lincoln Automotive Financial Services gain access to the vehicle's location if those customers default on their payments. Okay, that means that this is their excuse to put it on so that they can always find your vehicle if they need to repo it. That's their excuse. Okay, but they're telling you have to always leave it on. How about look at how advanced these cars are. You got over-the-air updates. You got all of this kind of stuff going on, everything like that. Why can't it be off? And then if you're late on your payments and you don't get it done, Ford can maybe go see a judge and say, we got to repo this car, and a judge can authorize, like they do search warrants and things. They can authorize, or the right to pull your cell phone records, the judge could authorize that. How about if they're delinquent on their payments, Ford can go to the judge and show them that, and the judge can authorize Ford to push a button and turn on the navigation and see exactly where the vehicle is. No. They're not doing that. Ford is requiring you to leave it on all the time if your vehicle's financed, under the guise of, well, if you default on your payments, we got to be able to find the vehicle. Again, invasion of privacy, 100%. 100%. It is just insane. You can read the rest of it if you want to. I don't even want to read it. It's disgusting. It's exhaustingly disgusting how we're taken advantage of. Let me know what you think. How do you feel about this stuff? What would you do? What would you, where do you fit into this? Thanks for watching.